right. Make sure my mute's off. Okay. All right, guys. Welcome to another live Zoom video here at Stretch Lab. Today's topic is going to be thoracic and lumbar mobility. So I got Justin, one of our flexologists, here with me today. He's going to demonstrate for us. And you won't need any equipment for this one either. You can do everything either on the floor or against the wall at home. I'm going to have Justin demonstrate on the bench here, but at home, just pretend he's on the floor because all of these are going to be able to be done on the floor. So what I'm going to have Justin do, he's going to start lying on his back. Okay, and I'm going to have him bring those knees up and feet up to the 90-90 position. Let's go ahead and bring these up. So you're doing the cradle rockers. Yep. So he's got this hip and knee at 90 degrees. We're going to call these cradle rockers. So what I'm going to have Justin do is he's keeping his shoulders down on the floor, and he's going to let the knees rock out here. And then he's going to bring it back up, and he's going to go to the other side. He's going to do 8 each way. And you can see he's really rotating through that lumbar spine here. And he's trying to keep everything up here nice and stationary. And he should feel a nice small stretch in the back. Make sure good. Okay. Give me a couple more here. Like I said, do 8 each way here. Just keep it nice and comfortable. Perfect. So now we got the lumbar spine warmed up. We're going to move on to the thoracic spine. So I'm going to have Justin lie on his right side. He's going to bend the top leg up to about 90 degrees. And he's just going to let that foot curl behind here. He's going to use the bottom arm to hold down his knee. And now he's opening up the book, just like the open book. So this is just like the one we do at the studio, except it's going to be active. We're moving with this one. So he's really got to work on keeping that knee down and not letting it lift off the table here. We're getting all that movement through the thoracic spine. We're going to get a little bit in the lumbar spine, but that's why it's so important to keep these hips nice and sturdy here so we can get a little more motion through the thoracic. So just do 8 each way here. A couple more on this side and we'll flip it over. Good. So now I'm going to have him flip to the other side. You can kind of see it from this angle here. He's still trying to hold down this leg with that bottom arm. And he's opening up this as far as he can, trying to reach all the way back. You should feel a nice little stretch through here. And you might even get a nice little stretch down the side of the hip with this one. Good. A couple more here. Good. So now I'll have Justin relax for a sec. And then I'm going to have him come up into the all fours position, that quadruped position. So kind of this crawling position here. Make sure you guys can see. So first one I'm going to have Justin do, I call these cat cows. Some people call them cat camels, whatever you want to call them. But basically what Justin's going to do is if I have a string here that's connected from his belly button up to the top of his back, I'm going to pretend I'm pulling this string up. And he's kind of flexing the lumbar spine, squeezing that core here, and then he's going to let it sink down. And he's also kind of really tilting that pelvis, so come back up. He's tilting that pelvis backwards, posteriorly. And as he comes down, he's tilting it anteriorly. Really trying to get movement through the thoracic and lumbar spine with this one. Give it a little pause at the top, about 2 seconds. And yep, and then 1, 2. And when you sink it down, really exaggerate it and get down there. That's perfect. Let's do 4 more. We're going to do 10 total on this one. And this is really going to help open up that lumbar thoracic spine and kind of get it moving at each individual little segment in the spine. Good. So after Justin does that one, I'm going to have him stay in that all fours position. He's going to take his right hand and tuck it behind his head here. And now what we're doing is he's going to open up. Good. And go back down. And again, so we're going to do 8 each way, really rotating through that thoracic spine. This one's really going to target that upper thoracic area. And it's going to get your shoulders moving a little bit as well. Really try to open it up as far as you can and then bring it down as far as you can. It's really good. 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 Go ahead and flip to the other side. Now he's kind of opening up to the left here. Other key with this one is trying to keep those hips nice and stable. And we're moving all through the spine. Good. So now, after this, I know we did this one yesterday, but this one, it's good for the shoulders, it's good for the back, it's good for the hips. I'm going to have him do some 8 child's pose rocks. So he's going to let those hips sink back to the feet, to his heels. He's going to come back up. You can see how this angle between his torso and his hips, or his thighs, is getting smaller as he sinks back. So we're really going in to that flexed position here. Perfect. Feeling all right? Yep. All right, so now we've done those. We did it on the floor or the table. Now we're going to get up into the standing position, and we're going to get a little more functional with this stuff. So now that we've kind of warmed all these joints up, his thoracic and lumbar spine should be a little looser now. Now we're going to get Justin in the standing position. And I'm going to have him start with what's called a J curl. So with the J curl, you're letting everything sink down, trying to touch the toes, and just standing back up. Okay, so I'm going to have Justin demonstrate here. As he goes down, you can kind of see how his body is making a J formation. Now, I know we preach not letting that back round. With this exercise, we actually want it to round, okay? We're not using any weight. You know, there's going to be nothing dangerous about it. But we're kind of teaching that spine to move comfortably and be okay with rounding a little bit. And this is going to help us prevent injury. I'm going to give you a side view here so you can see it a little better. You can see how Justin, when he gets to the bottom, he's kind of in a J letter formation there, an upside down J. Good. You all right? Yep. Okay, so then I'm going to have Justin go ahead and just turn and face the camera here. So now I'm going to have you spread the feet out. Now he's going to reach his opposite arm down to his opposite foot and extend it back up, reaching for the ceiling. And he's going to do it the other way. Good. We're going to do 8 each way. Good. Now when you go down and touch that other foot, really we're rotating through that spine there. Yeah, just like that. Go ahead and get a little more space. Perfect. And reaching up. Down and really reach for the ceiling on the way up. Perfect. So yep, we're rotating here. Coming up, rotating there. Good. Let's do 4 more each way. Let you guys get a side view. Good. All right, so then we're going to do one more. We're going to finish with a stretch. So now we just kind of did all our active movement, and now we're going to stretch out some of these muscles this way. So Justin's going to stand up against the wall here. He's going to try to have kind of his back flush against the wall. What he's going to do is he's going to bend to the left, kind of as far as he can, until he feels a nice stretch through here. So we're stretching out that QL. We're stretching out some of those hip muscles down here. And then we're also hitting all those muscles that run along our spinal column. So then he's going to go the other way. So with this one, let's do 2 sets of 30 seconds. And so what Justin can do is he can take a big deep breath in, and as he exhales, he's going to try to reach it down a little more. Good. He's about at the end of his range there. Let's go one more the other direction. Good. And you can see here, he's got both feet planted on the ground. Those aren't moving. And he's really trying to bend as far as he can without letting those hips move. Let's go to the other side, and we'll finish with this one here. Reaching it over. Good. Now we're stretching this left side. And Justin's doing a really good job taking big, deep breaths in. And on his exhales, he's trying to take that stretch a little deeper there. At home, do this one up against the wall. Do it against, any kind of firm surface. Good. Go ahead and relax. Feeling all right? Mm-hmm. All right, guys. So that was our lumbar and thoracic mobility routine. It's really a perfect one for any situation. I like just throwing it in before a workout or during the middle of the day when I'm feeling a little stiff after sitting for a while. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Please join us again tonight for another live video at 6 p.m. And we'll see you later. And you guys have a good day. Stay consistent with your stretching. Thanks.
Thank you.